Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm George Graves Jr. Welcome to Wednesday evening with your Peoria Municipal Band. Hope you're in the mood for a festival, street festival that is. That is our theme for tonight. Our vocalist is Miss Katie McLuckie, and since the theme is street festival, we got a lot of festive music for you tonight. So please welcome Katie McLuckie and Dr. David Vroman.
Good evening. Please rise if you are able and join me in the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, good evening. Thanks for braving the clouds and coming on out. Cooled off a little bit, keep you out of the sun. And another reminder for all of you out there by the track. And you have to take this seriously. The other day when we finished, what came through? That's what we call that. That was a train. That was right. Somebody in the band got it right. I think it was a clarinet player that said that. If you hear this sound, however, we just need to make sure that you're back by the cars and stay out of the way, okay? So we appreciate your cooperation with that. We're going to start with a short little piece that was written back in 1939, and Rafe Vaughan Williams wrote this, and he said, "This is for music and the people." That's why he wrote it. It was premiered at Royal Albert Hall, and then it was lost. And it was lost until about 1971, and when it was found in 1971, then it was rescored for a number of different groups. The original was winds and string bass, timpani, percussion, but this, of course, is for full band. So here's Rafe Vaughan Williams' Flourish for wind band. So next we have a composer that we don't often play, and he's a contemporary composer. He's somebody that's writing today for many different ensembles. And if you read about him, his name's David Gillingham, and what he's really interested in is kind of expression and how musically you can bring out different expressions. And he said this is a quote, he said, "I envision myself as a servant of humanity expressing a myriad of emotions, thoughts, and feelings that cannot be expressed through words." So he tries to work through his music to be expressive that way. And so it is with this little song that he wrote. It's called "At Morning's First Light." He did this in 2004. And so I think he captures kind of the serenity of the morning. Now, this is not for the teenagers that get up at noon, okay? By that time, there is no serenity. But if you get up early in the morning when it's very quiet out and the beauty of the dawn as the sun comes out, that's kind of what he's captured here. So there's a little bit, if you listen, there's some sunrise and there's some birds and there's some leaves that are unfolding and all sorts of things. But it's a very beautiful piece, very beautiful melody. David Gillingham's "At Morning's First Light." Well, we'll change the tempo just a little bit, and we're also going to change the era a little bit, and we'll go back about, 100 years. So there are a few people here this evening that would recognize these songs. Themes like I'm not going to mention any names, thank you. Themes like Old Times 2, this is a medley of popular songs, and they all do come from 1910 to 1919. And they're arranged by Warren Barker, who was a genius arranger. I mean, just unbelievable. And he loved to write things for a band, and in fact, oftentimes when you bought his music, he included his home address, and he said, hey, if you have good ideas about things that I could write that would help your program, please address those to me. And in fact, this was written for the Camden, South Carolina Community Band. And Warren took all the money that he made from writing this piece and selling it around the world, and he donated it back to the Association of Concert Bands. He was at a stage in his career, it wasn't about the money anymore, it was just about the art and writing great things. So in this, there's 5 different songs. Maybe you've heard this one, words by Irving Caesar and the music by George Gershwin, Swanee. And also included in here, For Me and My Gal, Put Your Arms Around Me, Honey, and Pretty Baby, and finally a little bit of Tiger Rag, or some people say, Hold That Tiger. So it's a great arrangement by Warren Barker. Themes like Old Times 2. Anybody recognize any of those songs? Bill? Bill's got them? Okay, just checking. Well, you've already met our vocal soloist for the week, and as many of you know, when you come each week, we have a vocal soloist every week, and Katie McLuckie is a Peoria native. She's been performing in this area for over 25 years. And on stage, you might have seen her in roles like Fanny Bryce in Funny Girl, Mabel in The Pirates of Penzance, and June in the musical of musicals, The Musical. Greatest joy for her, those being with her family. We were talking ahead of the concert, Chris and her daughter Ellie, and she likes to share the love of music with them. Does a little bit of teaching vocal performance over at Eureka College, and by day does a little bit of work for the Peoria Park District. So we're glad to have her singing with us, and all the vocals this week will be done by our assistant conductor, Laurel Filzen Etzel. So if you would please welcome Laurel and Katie, that would be great. Here they come.
Hello, thank you so much. I'm sure you hear this every week that you come, but gosh, it is so nice to see people. It is so nice to be standing up in front of you, and I'm so excited to get to sing with you this week. So you've got to learn a little bit about me tonight, so I'm going to spend this time getting to know you from The King and I. Getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me, getting to know you, putting it my way, but nicely. You are precisely of tea. Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When I am with you, getting to know what to say. Haven't you noticed? Suddenly I'm bright and breezy. Getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me, getting to know you, putting it my way or as nicely. You are precisely my cup of tea. To feel free and breezy. When I am with you, getting to know what to say. Haven't you noticed? Suddenly I'm bright and easy because of all the beautiful and new things I'm learning about you day by day. Thank you so much. The next song I'm going to sing is a Gershwin tune called The Man I Love. It's been a favorite of mine. A friend introduced it to me about 10 years ago, and I just love singing with the band because I love the full sound it gives, and it's just a beautiful song. So here is The Man I Love. dream. And of course, Prince Charming is the theme, but he for me. Although I realize as well as you, it is seldom that a dream comes true. To me, it's clear that he'll appear. Someday he'll come along, the man I love, and he'll be big and strong, the man I love. And when he walks my way, I'll do my best to make him stay. He'll look at me and smile, I'll understand, and in a little while he'll take my hand. And though it seems absurd, I know we both won't say a word. Maybe I shall meet him Sunday, maybe Monday, maybe not. Still, I'm sure to meet him one day. Maybe Tuesday will be my good news day. He'll build a little home just meant for two, from which I'll never roam. Who would you? And so all else above, I'm waiting for the man I love. I shall meet him Sunday, maybe Monday, maybe not. Still, I'm sure to meet him one day. Maybe Tuesday will be my good news day. He'll build a little home just meant for two, from which I'll never roam. Who would you? And so all else above, I'm waiting for the man I love.
And of course, Katie will have a couple more songs for us before we're done this evening. And don't forget, on Sunday nights, you can find us at Lakeview Park, which is right in front of the Noble Center up there on Lake Street. So Sunday night, 7 o'clock. And a lot of that music is different than what you hear this evening. So we invite you to join us on Sunday night. Leroy Anderson is probably best known for his relationship with Arthur Fiedler and the Boston Pops, and there's albums out that have all his music. But he was a very interesting man as well. He was a music instructor for many years at Radcliffe College, and at Harvard, he was the band conductor there and taught there for a while. And even was a captain in the United States Army Intelligence Corps during and after World War II. So it's a very, very bright man that had a lot of different things that he did. This is a little waltz. Does anybody waltz? Can anybody know how to waltz? Okay, good. This is a little waltz that he wrote years ago. This is called Song of the Bells. So if I say the word ragtime, think about composers that come to your mind, especially if you're a piano player. Who would you think of? Scott Joplin, that's right. Extraordinary composer, born the son of a laborer and a former slave. And he was one of the most important and influential composers at the turn of the 20th century. And he had a lot of innovative ideas about harmony and different complex bass patterns that he would use. And even though he was known as the king of ragtime, that's how we remember him, he was somebody that wanted to be a composer of serious music. But everything that we remember is all the ragtime music that he wrote. And so we're going to feature our saxophone section. So up here on this side is Stephanie Kirk, and then Christine Ewald, George Graves Jr., who you meet at the beginning of every concert, and Matt Grebner on Barry sax. And so this is their rendition of Scott Joplin's Maple Leaf Rag. They played that with only one reed on their horn. How about that? Only one reed. Give them another round of applause, would you please? Well, this next piece fits our street theme party quite well. It's entitled Brick Street Encounter, and it's written by a gentleman named Richard Saucedo, a contemporary composer, somebody who's writing today. It has a little bit of a sad story that's associated with it. It was actually commissioned by Sandra Graff over in Zionsville, Indiana, for her middle school band. And she asked Saucedo if he would do this. Well, Saucedo taught in Carmel, which was right almost next door, and he had been over there. And one of the things that he always noticed about the town were those brick streets, and so that's why it's Brick Street Encounter. But he wrote something that would fit that group. And once he got the commission completed, unfortunately, Sandra had cancer and she passed away. And so it's a piece of music that kind of lives on and is dedicated to her and her students and her battle that she fought with cancer. But it's a really energetic piece, and it's a great piece of music for any age group. This is Richard Saucedo's Brick Street Encounter. So another quick reminder about Sunday night, 7 o'clock, up at the Noble Center on Lake if you're free, and you'll get to enjoy the work of our assistant conductor, Laurel Filzen-Etzel, and our vocal soloist, Katie McLuckie. So come on back, you two, and we'll put you right back to work. Give them a nice welcome, would you please?
I'm going to start the second half of my vocal selection off with another Gershwin tune called Embraceable You.
Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. Embrace me, you irreplaceable you. Just one look at you, my heart grew tipsy in me. You and you alone bring out the gypsy in me. I love all the many charms about you. Above all, I want my arms about you. Don't be naughty, baby. Come to mama, do. My sweet embraceable you. All the many charms about you. Above all, I want my arms about you. Don't be naughty, baby. Come to mama, do. My sweet embraceable you.
Thank you so much for having me out here tonight. Thank you so much to Dr. Vroman. Thank you so much to Laurel, who, fun fact, we've known each other for a very long time. We went to high school together. We used to play in band and sing in madrigals and choir, and so much fun. So it's been fun to work with her this week, too. Thank you so much to everyone in the band for making me sound so good tonight, and thank you all so much for being here. My last song tonight will be Till There Was You from The Music Man, and this is dedicated to my sweet little girl out there, Ellie.
There were bells on a hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them at all till there was you. There were birds in the sky, but I never saw them winging. No, I never saw them at all till there was you. And there was music, and there were wonderful roses. They tell me in sweet, fragrant meadows of dawn and dew. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you. And there was music, and there were wonderful roses. They tell me in sweet, fragrant meadows of dawn and dew. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you.
Thank you, Katie. And of course, you can hear her on Sunday night again. So we want to dedicate this next piece to Bill Boer in our band. He's played like just almost 60 years in the band, 50, 58, 59 or so. And so we have a medley here. And I said, Bill, I know this is one of your favorite groups. You know, it's the Swedish rock group. And it kind of dates back to the 70s. How many people remember the 70s? Okay, good. And actually, you know, this group got started, in 1966. So in a minute, we'll just tell you about all that. First, what we're going to do is we're going to give away some food, and then we'll embarrass Bill just a little bit more, okay? So here comes Lee Wenger, and he's going to do the drawing for us.
Thank you, Dr. Roman, as I'm stirring so that you're sure that I'm not picking my friends and neighbors, which are all of you. So I guess I will be picking friend and neighbor. I want to once again welcome the downtown Kiwanis. They've been meeting various places around town, and we got them back downtown. So the downtown Kiwanis, welcome. They meet here on Wednesday afternoon, and on August 19th, if you like the fresh fish fries, the downtown Kiwanis is going to have a fish fry right here by the river, August 19th. All right. And once again, thanks to Pat Sullivan. Hi, Lark. Thanks to Pat Sullivan for making this possible down here. And the winner tonight, which I do not know and have not looked at, I couldn't read it. Daryl Eastman. Clear in the back there. All right, Daryl, just go on over to the table by the gate there and get your certificate for Avanti's. Thanks very much to Albert for contributing, and we'll have more on Sunday. Thank you very much for coming. Thanks, Katie McLuckie.
Lee Wenger. Give him another round of applause, would you? So now, if you see Bill Bohr jump up and start dancing, this is because it really is. It's really one of his favorite groups, and he'll tell you a whole story about it. So make sure you talk to him when the concert's over. We just call this Abba Gold, or you might call it Abba. I don't know. Bill told me it can be anything you want it to be. So this is ABBA Gold. So if you have any questions at all about that group, see Bill when the concert's over, and he can fill you in on everything. Okay? He's writing a book on it, should be out in the next 12 or 13 years, and it's going to be terrific. Well, we appreciate your support this evening, and it turned out to be a beautiful night, and we hope that holds throughout the summer for us. And please help us spread the word, and if you did not pick up those extra brochures back there at the table where the Municipal Band Commission works so hard, take a bunch and give them to your friends, give them to your enemies, co-workers, pass them around, let people know that the season is going on and they can come out of their homes for a little bit. Several people we want to thank tonight. We want to thank Todd Pelon for making us sound good. Thank you, Todd. And of course, everybody down here at Kelleher's. Thank you, Pat. So give them a big round of applause. And the man behind the camera right there, George Bean. And if you go to YouTube, you can find these concerts on YouTube, all because of George, along with the city council meetings. He does a ton of stuff. We want to thank Katie for singing with the band tonight. Give her a big round of applause. And then, of course, Laura Fils and Etzel. She's our assistant conductor. She worked hard tonight. Our librarian is Kristen Sheets. Our librarian is Kristen Sheets. Our librarian is Kristen Sheets. Thank you. And then our band manager, George Graves Jr. Give him a round of applause. Liz Driscoll does publicity. Frank in the back, he does Facebook for us. And then we want to thank the saxophone section. They only used one reed tonight. It was amazing. Give them a round of applause. So we truly are grateful for your attendance this evening, and we appreciate that. We close this evening, as we always do, giving you a few moments to reflect on what a great country it is in which we live. This is America the Beautiful.